Oh boy, that's dark. What am I supposed to do? Hold a candle here? That's spooky. I'm gonna have to fix the lighting situation, so I'm gonna keep it short, do a reading. I don't get to stick with the format I talked about before because YouTube changed basically the same day that I started. Anyways. Can you see me? Oh, it's worse the closer my face gets. Okay. So I'm gonna do a reading instead of a recitation because this one's really long. I wrote this before college, and so it maybe rhymes a little bit too much, but this one's called Just a Dream, or The Ballad of My Great Recession. I have a Cinderella story to tell, a true one, it would seem, until the day I awoke to find it all just a dream. Out of poverty I fought by the skin of my teeth, using my mind as my tool, hiding the fear underneath. I opened every door. If there was a lock, I would crack it. No one would block my calling against my odds. They would stack it. I shared my small fortune, wedded bliss and a daughter, and she would never have to know out of what pain we had got her. Prestige and esteem, they never knew my roots. My new peers had welcomed me, offered security to boot. But then it was time to come home. I would not re-enlist, for some costs are too high. Family would not be dismissed. Our home sold at a loss. Some bubble burst at our cost. No matter what, we would come home, for we'd saved quite a lot. Relatives offered favors to put in our new home. But I guess you get what you pay for, because a year had come and gone. Employers were scarce. Credentials they didn't understand. Everything that I was built on mattered not in this wasteland. Income has slipped away as we cling to our credit, and our car is too good for the aid that we merit. Nothing will sell now. Business closed in this town. Unemployment insurance will leave us, and then we will drown. The clock has struck 12, my steed now a mouse. Now 2 girls to feed, a small box for a house. And now, at long last, with my behind in the past, I find it easier to believe it was all just a dream that I ever left the trailer park cast. So, that one I included, even though it was written about 2 or 3 weeks before my late husband passed away. I had a terrible foreboding. He passed away the day he finally found a job. The recession was really bad to us. He was unemployed for 18 months, and stress is a big deal, you know. And I got out of the military on purpose to be with them. And then the same day that we were going to start a new life, that happened. But everything was kind of financially falling apart the day I wrote that poem, and I hadn't seen the light at the end of the tunnel. I didn't know how many times I could fall and rise again. And it was just like, I was glad that poem would be like my dirty little secret, like maybe that I was falling into a state of doubt and just sadness with the recession. That's when I got out. It was at the height of the recession, and living on base had really sheltered us from knowing about it, what you civilians are going through. So we had a bit of a culture shock and a shell shock. So, yeah, so it's just been my whole life, you know, up and down, like, oh, we're getting out of a thing that's bad, and I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And so, gosh, I did my makeup so well for this video, and the light is just a potato, like, oh my gosh. Anyways, I was gonna shoot with a different phone, but, it was actually even darker, so that's why I'm gonna keep it short. I was gonna update about how my interview went. It went great. I'm getting called back on Tuesday or Monday to schedule a trial run, because some of the actual applicants get scared away because some of the people we're helping, I guess, can have a potty mouth or something, and I'm like, lady, I was a sailor. I'm fine. I can handle it. So that's the update on that. I guess I'm supposed to open with click subscribe now because of the changes that YouTube made. I'm not out to get monetized, but it is disheartening because I want to support the small YouTube army. So I went ahead and unsubscribed from everybody that I followed, that I loved, that had over 1 million subscribers, because they're usually famous enough I could just hand type in their names if I care that much in the search bar. And I just replaced, you know, subscription for subscription, somebody with 900 something, because I don't agree with what happened on, what did I have to upload, Wednesday? So yeah, I'm not doing the sub for sub thing, but I am doing the unsubscribing, because you can support those people other ways. Those people are famous, they have products you could buy. They don't need our help anymore. So that's what I'm doing with that. My goal is still the same goal it always was, which was 100, because that's the only way to get your / I think I said backslash last time, but it's a /. So yeah, that's my goal. And I'll be doing this at least till I hear back from my publisher.